Good morning, Algebra 1. Today is Thursday, May 14th. We're going to be going over lesson 75, which is writing the equation of a line and also slope-intercept method of graphing. A lot of these things you guys already know. If I was to tell you x equals 2, if x equaled 2, it would be on the x-axis, right? This is the x-axis and y-axis. This line right here would be a vertical line if it only said x equals 2. If it said if the equation said y equals -3, y, go to the y-axis down to -3, this line, if you were to graph it, would be a horizontal line, okay? Very basic. And now we're going to get into the equation of a line. I'm going to have to keep redrawing this graph. Okay. We're going to get into the equation of a line and talk about the slope-intercept. Specifically, first we're going to talk about the intercept. Okay. The equation for a line is y equals 3x minus 5, okay? This part, this is how it has to be written in order for the equation of a line. It has to be y equals, okay? This number right here represents the intercept, meaning it intercepts. This is where it's going to intercept on the y-axis. So if this number here is -5 on the y-axis, that line falls down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The line is going to intercept the y-axis at -5. This number right here, this 3, is the slope of a line, okay? The slope of a line, which is y over x, or it's also known as rise over run. Okay, obviously the rise is going up and down and the run is going side to side. So it's y over x when we're talking about the slope. This one right here is 3. So what that means, there's an invisible 1 right there. It's going to rise 3 and go over 1, okay? It's going to rise, if it was right here, it's going to rise 3 and go over 1, okay? It's going to, again, rise 3 and go over 1, okay? Depending on where the intercept is. Now, in this equation, my intercept is at -5. So the rise is going to be 1, 2, 3, and over 1, right? 1, 2, 3, and over 1. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, and over 1. So it's going to be at 2 right there. This line is going to have that kind of trajectory. Now, this is a positive slope, okay? We always go from left to right. We go to left to right. Anything that's going up towards the right, going upward toward the right-hand corner, is a positive slope. Any line that is going down this way to the right-hand corner is a negative slope, okay? So if it was -3, right? If this slope was -3, it would be going down 3 and over 1. Down 3 and over 1. So if my line, my intercept was, say, here, right, it would go down 3 and over 1. And it would be this kind of line, all right? I encourage you to, if you're watching this, we're covering a lot of information in a short amount of time, to play back the video and watch it again, okay? Or you can also just follow along in your book and it'll tell you the same information that I'm telling you. It's just written. Okay? Now, redraw my graph again. Okay. Okay. So that's how we find the intercept. The intercept is this one right here. The slope is what comes before x, and it's rise over run. All right? Now, one of the next examples that they're going to give us is they're going to ask us to find the equation of a line. Okay? Find the equation of a line that they draw for us. And they're going to say, give us the slope-intercept equation. Okay? So I'm just going to draw a line right here, and we're going to find the equation of this line. Now obviously it's not exact, okay? But what I do know about this, first of all, the slope-intercept equation form for a line is y equals. So I can start off with y equals. Well, where's my intercept? My intercept is at -3. So it's going to be, the final part of this equation is going to be -3. Now we need to find the slope. Well, what's my rise and run? I know it's positive. It's heading up to the right-hand corner, right? So it's going to be positive. It's not going to be negative. And my rise over run is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So my slope is 3 over 2x. That's how I just figured out the equation for this line that I drew. Now I made it, obviously I made it hit nice points, and so it was pretty easy, but that's how you would figure out the equation of a line that they give you, all right? Okay. The other part of this is they're going to give you an equation and they want you to graph it. They give you the equation, and this equation is y equals -3/5 x plus 2. Okay, let's graph it. Now we've done it before in the past where we have inserted numbers, right? We have inserted an x and a y, and then we've given ourselves coordinates, which we can do. Okay, we can make x equals 0. If we made x equals 0 in this equation, y would equal what? 2, because 0 times 3/5 is 0. So x equals 0, y equals 2. If x equaled 5, what would y equal? If x equaled 5 right here, and I multiply 3/5 times 5, right, the 5s would cancel each other out, and I would end up with -3 plus 2. So we have x equals 5, and y would equal, I'm sorry, it would be -1. It would be -3 plus 2 would be -1, right? Now I could do one more number if I wanted to. I would probably do the number -5. If I did the number -5 right here, y would equal 5. But I don't need to. I just need to I need to at least have 2 points. Okay? That's one way that we used to do it, right? We used to insert x and y and into this equation, and we would find our line. Well, we can do it another way as well, right? We can go, the intercept is at +2. So y would equal +2, and the slope would equal -3/5. First comes the negative part, which is 3, right? We're going to go down 3 from our intercept, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now, if you look up here, back up on our chart, We have that right here. We have 5 and 1, -1. So if I was to graph it, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1. Boom, I'm at the same spot. I could also do 0, 2, right? 0, 2. Well, there's my original spot right there, okay? So if I have to graph it, I'm gonna graph it right there, and I just graphed my slope-intercept line, okay? There's plenty of practice. It gets easier the more you do it. Like I said, rewind the tape and watch it again. And also read the lesson. It'll help. See you next time.